Hey, everybody out there in Instagram land. Thanks for watching this live, or if you're tuning in later. Sweet. Thank you. So, I'm just wanting to share right now a little bit about this business opportunity that Allison and I have gotten into in the last few years. So it's been really exciting. It's always changing. It's rapidly evolving, and we did really well in the past couple of years during COVID times. So yeah, it was pretty scary for a lot of people. I had still been working a part-time job during COVID, so I saw what was happening there, and it was pretty freaky. People were leaving and like scared that they're going to lose their jobs, and seeing restaurants close and gyms close. A lot of like entrepreneurs that I know in Montreal like had to close their gyms, they had to close their restaurants. It's really shitty, and that sucks. So, we got involved in this opportunity a couple of years ago, and it's multi-level marketing. It's network marketing, and I had all these misconceptions about network marketing before. I thought it was, how it's portrayed in mainstream media as like very predatory, and it's like a scam, and they show pictures of like Bernie Madoff and stuff when they talk about network marketing. Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. Hey Alec, what's up, brother? It's this type of thing where you could just listen to what's being said about it and then make your judgments and then avoid it, or maybe experiment, maybe try it out for yourself. And I think so many people are scared to try it, even though they might love a product and know there's a compensation plan attached with sharing that product, but they're so terrified of how they're going to come across in the public, how people will perceive them. And that was my biggest hang up. I was like, okay, if we're going to start sharing this thing, a lot of people are going to assume, okay, you're just trying to make money. Like, you don't actually like these products, maybe you like them or whatever, but you're just selling something, right? And I was so hung up on that at the beginning. I was just kind of like, I couldn't get over that concept, because that's how I thought before. I was like, someone may be an affiliate with something, but do they genuinely love this product or service like so much that that's their entire lifestyle, that's their career? And it's true, it does work for some people. Multi-level marketing has a very low success rate. It's like 1% of people who do it do well with it. But we weren't looking to make millions of dollars. We just wanted to make a few hundred extra bucks. We actually wanted the products paid for because we really liked them. We liked the lifestyle, and we're like, oh, wouldn't it be awesome just to get these for free? And so that was it. And for a couple of years, that's all we did, was we just shared it enough that it was free. We were being compensated by the company to cover the cost of the products, which is awesome. Who doesn't want free food? It's amazing. So we kind of coasted like that for a while. But then when I saw what profit sharing was, so any other business I've been a part of, you had to beg for a raise. You couldn't give yourself a raise unless you're in like a CEO position, which I've never been. And, that idea of getting stocks in the company or whatever, that's not always available. But here we were with Purium, and we reached the diamond rank, and all of a sudden there's profit sharing. You get a piece of what the whole company makes. And that was a huge pivotal point for me, where I was like, okay, every other job I've done in the past, whether it's like independent contractor, full-time, part-time, freelance, it's never had that kind of opportunity there. I can never make that kind of money anywhere else. So that really opened my eyes, and I was like, okay, now I'm ready. Now I really want to get into this. I feel that this is an opportunity unlike anything else I've ever come across. And there's a lot of heat on it. A lot of people blocked me, they unfriended me, they misrepresent me. They think I'm like some cheesy salesman or something like that. But, if you love something, if you really love a product and you talk about it, whether that's like a movie that you really like, or a set of kitchen knives that you really like, if you share that and someone buys it, then you should get a piece of that. You're marketing for them. So all that we're doing is an extension of that. We're just sharing something that we really love and that we treasure in our lives that transformed my health. And I can't just be quiet about that. Obviously, I'm going to share it. I love it. So Purium is amazing because they don't spend any money on marketing. They don't care to make ads that most people skip anyways. They don't want to spend their money on print ads. AG1 spends so much money on marketing, and people buy into it just because it's like, ooh, look at that nice packaging, and ooh, look at those healthy people. And it's not good word of mouth. Like, a lot of people who take it are just kind of like, nah, it's whatever. But like with Purium, it's like the people who take it and love it can't shut up about it because of the way they feel. They're like, why aren't more people talking about this? Why is like gut health and a glyphosate filter, why is this kind of in the dark? And that's why we were so adamant about sharing it, about just diving into it and actively sharing it. And then we saw our business explode. We were just like, oh my God, like, I can't believe how well this is working. Hey, Emma, how you doing, brother? Mi amigo. Hey, Dan, what's up, homie? And, this is the type of thing where we're meeting incredible people. Like, before Purium, my circle of influence, as in like my friends and people I knew, thanks, brother. These was about 100 people, maybe, not even, maybe like 50 people. And it was always like the same stories. Like, people were talking about like restaurants and bars and hockey and, not really that ambitious about anything. And then as soon as we got into network marketing, we're meeting like really enthusiastic, motivated, successful people that have like opened the door to all these other opportunities. Like, we moved into someone's house in California. Shout out Leslie and Dimitri, who were just like, they weren't even in our organization. They just took Purium, some other team, and they're like, hey, we like you guys. You want to come stay at our house? So it's like, had we not explored this opportunity, that never would have happened. And, the type of thing where we don't make these wild promises of you're going to be a lose up your lives when you get a call. Sorry about that. So when, you know, we don't want to make that promise because it's not true. Like, your chances are you're not going to be a millionaire. But if you want to make like a few $100s extra a week or a few $1,000 extra a month, whatever it is, whatever your goal is, then we want to help you get there. And that's more realistic for someone who's like, okay, I can't quit my job. I like my job or whatever. I just want to start something on the side so that I can get a few, $500 a week would be awesome, or $2,000 a month. Great, let's do it. And that's really how it started for us. We were just like, oh yeah, let's have change is definitely calling. And that was it for us. We're just like, okay, let's just help people focus on their passions. Like our friend Kiev, who is a jewelry designer, we're like, okay, she wants to make a few $100s extra a week so that she could focus on her jewelry business and not stress about other jobs. She wants to focus on what she's passionate about. Or someone we know who's an athlete who just wants to like train and not stress about working some job that they don't care about. So an artist, a musician, if everyone is exceptional at something, and to work at a job where you're not appreciated, where it's unfulfilling, just so you could like make enough money to buy gas or your groceries, like that's such a miserable existence. And like we want to show people a way out of that. And it's not that scary. It's not like I'm telling you, quit your job, let's go become millionaires. I'm saying build this up on the side and don't quit even when it gets tough and scary and some crazy lady from your past is messaging you that you're like a scammer, which happened to me. And like it gets in your head. They try to get in your head because they don't like the idea of you being successful at something that they could never do themselves. So if that's the case, if you're just like, that's not for me, thank you, like that's your thing, cool, that's great. But do you want to like build wealth over time? Like, do you want to leave something behind for your kids potentially? Do you want to retire before you're 80? These are the types of things where I got a little bit of a wake up call. The same with my health, where I was like, okay, I'm pretty healthy. I'm healthy enough, like what most people say. And then I'm 40, and I'm like, okay, if I don't do something now, I'm going to be stuck like this. I'm going to have this dad bod. I'm going to have wheezing and digestive issues for the rest of my life, potentially. So let's invest in my health now. So that's the investment. And then in terms of the business opportunity, we're like, let's invest our time in this business because, as much as the haters say it's not a business, they'll never say like, oh, you're a business owner. Ooh, yeah, entrepreneur guy with his MLM. It's like, this is more of a business than I've ever been involved with, and like, I wouldn't want to start a restaurant. There's so much risk. Like you have to put your entire life into that. And all the restaurateurs I know are miserable. They're all like these angry, depressed cokeheads because like it's such a tough racket and they're just scraping by. No one's really successful at it. Maybe a few, but that's rare. That's like less than 1% success rate. So at least with network marketing, it's proven to make the most millionaires. Like it's the fastest growing business ever because of the accessibility of it. And because it's so accessible, because you don't have to put your entire life savings into it, like if you opened a gym or a restaurant or your own business or something, a lot of people quit. They're just like, oh, it's not working for me, I'm out of here. And then they just become a statistic, and then it just drives down the success rate of MLM lower and lower. So that's unfortunate, but it's a new paradigm. It's like the sharing economy. And a lot of people think of MLM as just an extension of capitalism. It's like you've reached peak capitalism because it's like you're claiming to be anti-capitalist, trying to opt out of that system, but here you are making money from people. And I'm just like in complete disagreement with that. I don't think that what we're doing is in any way hurting anybody at all. I think the companies, the MLMs that do hurt people are the ones where you have to spend a lot to get the business, like LuLaRoe or, I don't want to speak ill of anyone specifically, but there's these ones where you have to like stockpile inventory. Like you'll have a closet full of products just staring at you, stressing you out, like you have to sell them. And I would never do that, ever, And I was like at the beginning when Allison got here, she is.
Hi.
Hi. I think they can hear you too through my mic.
Well, not only that, because you were just saying about not hurting anyone, MLMs that have products that are toxic, just not good ingredients, those could hurt people, right? And we've seen that, and a lot of people come over to our company and they're like, this was the company I was looking for, because it's beyond not hurting anyone. This is healing everyone. Mm-hmm. And it's the ingredients speak for themselves. There's nothing questionable. It's all whole food, and we're the growers and the manufacturers and the distributors, which makes it very different from any other company that's an MLM out there right now. It's hard to even put us in the same category because we didn't start as an MLM.
A 30-year-old company that was known for making incredible green juice, and now it has this flagship product, Biomedic, that there's nothing else like that on the market, that detoxes glyphosate from your body, this like known carcinogen and poison that's been sprayed on everyone's food. So it's like, these are very unique things that attracted me to it, and this is why I'm sticking with it. And we're doing really well. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like we both quit our jobs. Like, I don't need to work some stupid job anymore, answering to somebody else. Waking up at a certain time to rush in traffic to go sit at a desk. Like, I went to go visit my old job today, and I got like flashbacks of like that kind of like the weight of the world crushing you down, and you don't need to live like that. It's not
stuck in traffic or having to answer to anyone else.
It sucks, but I get it. And a lot of people like their jobs, or they need their jobs. Great. Okay. But do you have 1% of your day, 10% of your day to start building wealth on the side? We
built it while we were working full time. So.
Yeah. And it wasn't so fast. It was actually really slow for us,
It took a year and a half.
Right. And where, I was working somewhere else. Allison, was doing the little odd jobs here and there. So as long as we don't quit, that's like the major thing, where people quit way too quickly in this business, or they don't even try because of the resistance, because it's so accessible, and
Or they're scared of what other people think. They're gonna.
Yeah.
That's why most people quit or don't start. They're just too afraid of what other people are going to think of them.
Yeah. And there's still these like ghoulish people out there who will make you feel bad for sharing your story.
They're just not your people.
Yeah, those aren't our people anymore. You know, at the beginning, people were like, "Oh, I saw you go live. I don't watch it, you know, but good for you." Or someone who was literally said on one of our lives, like, "Stop sharing. Like your sharing is upsetting me." And this person is like a real troll. Like she actually looks like a troll. So thanks, Alec. Yeah, definitely want to share it. Thank you so much, Alec. You're the man. And, you know, finding cool, grounded people like Alec and Dan here, you know, like I wouldn't have found these people had I been doing my old job. I would have been stuck talking to the same 50 people my whole life. And that's kind of boring. I don't know.
No growth.
Yeah, maybe people like that. Comfort zone, you know, but that's not where growth happens.
The connections we've made have led us to miracles in our life. So absolutely, the type of people that we meet in network marketing, because this is all that it is actually connection. It's connecting with people.
Yeah.
And it's led us to, like, we can't even, there's the blessings are beyond.
It's the future. Like, ultimately, like, the human condition is we want to tell stories to each other and we want to connect with lots of people. And here's like a business opportunity that pays you to do that. If you align with the products, and I urge anyone who hasn't tried this stuff to try it, to know what we're talking about.
You can enter into my, go to Allison Jade Light and enter if you want to.
Oh yeah, giveaway time.
Yeah. Plug me in.
Yeah, can't stop, won't stop. That's our MO.
Yeah,
and
go apply to win the new dark berry, or tag anyone that you think would want to, participate and win.
Great giveaway opportunity. And this dark berry, mwah. Game changer. It's like berry-licious, and it's got gut repair and collagen and fruits and vegetables.
Feeling it already.
The protein.
I started my collagen challenge today.
Yeah, she has really nice skin.
Yeah.
And hey, Marie Michelle there. How are you? So Marie Michelle, another great story. A mom who is doing really incredibly with the business. You know, she started sharing it, and she always told us, like, don't worry, I'm not going to give up. I know what I need to do. And we just held space and believed in her and trusted, and here she is now, almost a black diamond leader.
Yeah, leading Quebec and the world. She has a huge team, and it's so inspiring.
It's amazing.
We all have a leader in us. We all have people only we can reach, and everyone deserves to have community and support and nourishment, nutrition. You know, high quality, organic superfoods delivered right to your doorstep, so it's easy.
Mm-hmm. Take the guesswork out of it.
We started this 4 years, so it's our wedding anniversary today, but it's also our 4-year Purium anniversary this month. So
that's right.
We started this at the beginning of winter 4 years ago. It was the best decision ever.
Yeah, and we didn't realize it at the time. I thought we got scammed. I wanted to return and everything. I was like, uh-oh, Allison's in a pyramid scheme. Here we go. Like how most people still think of us.
I'm so skeptical. I would have never, ever.
I've
been approached by everyone else before this,
but I'm careful with money. I'm like over cautious with spending. So I thought I didn't understand it at all. But once you get a good understanding of what it is, sorry, my battery's almost dead. Yeah. So I think the other factors are, hey, what's up? I love it. Thanks for joining. Everyone who's been coming in, who sticks with it, these are really incredible people. These are exceptional people who want to be recognized, and that's a community.
Make a difference in this world.
Yeah, actually make a difference.
And they're warriors. You know, it takes a thick skin to make a difference in this world. Okay, you're not going to be the most popular person to be, sharing truth and to be sharing like the wake up that people actually need.
People are going to shit on you.
Yeah, so you need a thick skin. And this is like the boot camp of getting that thick skin.
Yeah, exactly. Because had I just succumbed, had I given in to what people were saying about me, I would have given up. I would have just gone back to my job, back to the comfort zone of a predictable check, and just lost out on this amazing opportunity right now where we're building wealth. We're adding like a zero to our paycheck every year, which for most people seems ridiculous, like in science fiction. But
it's like science fiction to me too.
Like that. I know. I can't.
Pinching myself every day.
And I think that's what happens for a lot of people who accelerate through it, and they're like, oh shit, like it's
I'm just
catching
like,
on.
this is like, it actually feels like it's too good to be true all the time because, we're not used to something being so good.
Yeah.
It's so good. I just wish it on everyone.
And if you're looking for like to be rewarded and feel fulfilled by your energy and the time you're putting into something, this is possibly that opportunity.
We're all doing it already. We're all sharing. I know you guys, if you go to like, Starbucks and get your pumpkin spice, you're talking about if you go to this restaurant that you love, if you watch a movie, we're always sharing things naturally. Just think about all the things on a daily basis that you're sharing for free.
Yeah, exactly. And you're paying their bills, you're spending your time, your precious time and energy marketing for companies that have outsmarted the public into sharing for them for free. Yeah. Purium doesn't want that. They want to compensate you more than fairly for sharing the power of the products. And it's more than products. I don't like saying it's supplements or powders. It's really just food. You could survive off it and thrive from this food. It's not like like Vega powder or something. Like it's like a supplement thing where you have to like watch what you're eating. No, just add these amazing foods to what you're already doing and watch your life change. It's like if you can accept it, I think what happens is some people who are so skeptical, they try it and they're just like, oh, it must be like a placebo effect for you guys because you believe in it so strongly that you have all these benefits. But
these are ancient,
no, genius. This is not some gimmick. This is older than pharmaceutical petroleum-based medicine. This is like thousands of years old, ancient technology that works. Okay, it hasn't been corrupted by greed science and phony tobacco science where people hear a press release from a pharmaceutical company and claim that's science. No, it's not. Sorry. But this is
ancient Egyptian wheatgrass. This is tart cherries. These are like
spirulina,
the most known superfoods since centuries. So,
and gut health is the next frontier of health science. It's just not talked about. Try talking to your MD or your family physician about gut health, and they'll give you that like, oh, maybe you should try more cow's milk stare because that's all they know. They don't learn about it. It's new science, and clearly
also,
there's an issue
because it's a new issue because if glyphosate is caught up to cross that blood-brain barrier and affect our health on unprecedented way. So that's why it's just coming out now because the diseases are finally starting to add up. We're starting to wake up and say this isn't normal.
Yeah.
We shouldn't all be on medications.
Yeah, we've normalized a lot of chronic illness, normalized obesity, normalized depression, all in the name of profit. And it's sad and scary when you try to disrupt that world and you get resistance because it's like we are genuinely want to help people. We want to help the planet. And that's why this company is zero waste and it's gut repair. And a lot of people need that desperately, even if
they don't even know they need it.
Yeah.
Try it and you'll see.
Try it. And then you need it. And just like, I want to encourage everyone to just build something over time. That is so important. Like we invested in real estate, we invested in Bitcoin, silver, all these assets that, slowly build over time. That's great. And you should have multiple streams of income coming in. But all these things is like you sit on it and you wait and you wait and you wait and you wait.
Nothing's left.
And it's not liquid money like this is. This is like you can build a savings finally. You could not worry about spending money on things and you could really have this better quality of life because you're simply unattached to that old paradigm of hours for dollars. And it's scary jumping out of that world. I know because I did it. And I was like, oh my God, like I'm not going to have a steady paycheck. Like, I'm too scared. I don't want to do it. But luckily, Allison here to motivate me.
It takes one person that you share this with that it changes their life. And I promise you, you will have a renewed, it already saved my life. But to see someone else, that's what really prompted me to continue sharing this. Because I was like, I cannot keep this. Like, even if everyone rejects me, well, one person says yes and experiences this and it saves them,
yeah,
it's worth it. So just one at a time.
Exactly.
share this, or, that's, this builds, if you don't give up, this builds, and people are coming to me now because I've been consistent. They're like, okay, I've been watching you for 4 years. I'm ready to, listen to you. So
clearly there's something to this. It's not a gimmick. It's not a fad diet. This isn't the cookie diet.
No.
This isn't.
Proof is in the pudding.
Yeah.
People upgrade when they do this.
And if you're looking to make like significant health changes, like if you want to upgrade, yeah, there's all these free modalities. You can grounding and drink more water and get sunlight or whatever. But if your foundation, your gut isn't in balance, then here are the cheat codes. Here is a way to restore that harmony.
We were doing all those other things before too. This is just the missing piece to the puzzle.
And for a lot of people too. And much like the products are very unique and special, the business opportunity itself is unique. Even though it falls under the category of network marketing with a multi-level pay plan, very different.
And Dave and Amy, the heart of this company, is very unique as well. That permeates with the energy throughout.
Yeah. So the same way we want to see everyone thrive and be their best version of themselves, we want you to be happy with how you're making your money. We want you to feel like good about it and have abundance and not stress about bills or your savings or your credit card payments. Like we would like to, alleviate you of those problems through health and better decisions. So
we would really love to help everyone, and not everyone's ready. That's okay. But for those who are, this is the time. And we just want to see a healthy, happy planet. That's all.
Yeah. So if you're ready, come on in, message me. We'll get you started. It's
Don't
not
forget
scary.
to participate in my contest. Go to Allison Jade Light and just have fun.
Share with your friends. Yeah, get some that dark berry in you. All right, love you guys. Thank you for watching. Thanks, Dan. Love you, brother. Everyone.